Hey everybody out there in YouTube land. I am going to do a booktube video today. I know it's been a while since I've made a video. To all of you who have watched my videos before, I am planning to do the Biannual Bibliothon. Try saying that 5 times fast. And these are the books that I plan to read. It's a very ambitious list. If I can get through half of them, then I will be happy. So I'm going to start out with, these are the challenges that I chose. I chose 2 of the host's favorite genres, and the first one is magical realism, and I'm reading a trilogy right now. It's by Kerstin Gier, I believe is how you pronounce her last name, and it's the Ruby Red trilogy. And I'm on Emerald Green, which is the final book in the series. It's Ruby Red, Sapphire Blue, and Emerald Green. It follows Gwyneth Shepherd, and she grows up with her whole family, and it's in London, I believe. And her cousin is believed to have the time travel gene, and it turns out that, and she's been trained like her entire life for this, and she's been the special one, and then it turns out that Gwyneth actually has the time travel gene, and she is the one who has the ability to time travel. There are only 12 of these time travelers in all of history, and Gwen is the 12th one. She's the final one. She's the Ruby. And they all have gemstones that name them. And so she doesn't have any of the training that her cousin does, and it just leads to all these humorous things that happen, and just different things that go on in these adventurous time travel things, and they've got to find out why all this stuff is going on, and why there are 2 chronographs, and just different things. It's a really, really good trilogy. So it's a lot different than the dystopian novels that I have been reading, because it's backwards instead of forwards. So I've just really been enjoying just the differentness of it, I guess was what I can say about it. Anyway, and so speaking of dystopian, that is the second favorite that I picked, and I'm going to be reading Illuminae. These are the Illuminae Chronicles. Probably everybody and their brother has read this one already, and I have not. If you have not heard about this, it's written so differently. It's like written like an actual file, like you would find, and you're reading the actual contents of a file folder. It's so different, and it looks like it'll be a pretty quick read, just because it's not like, some pages don't have a whole lot on them kind of thing. So it looks like it'll be a pretty quick read, even though it does look pretty thick. But everything I've heard about it has been amazing. And there is a second one called Gemini, I believe is what the name of it is. So I'd like to read that one as well, but not during this Bibliothon, because that doesn't fit any of the challenges. So yeah, and the first one is going to be on Scribd. It's not a physical copy. It's and I'll put a link to Scribd down below if you have not heard of Scribd. But it's not a physical copy that I have. And then the next challenge that I chose was book to movie adaptation. I loved watching the Amityville horror when I was younger. I thought it was a kind of a fascinating story, and I never knew that it was like a true story, or based on a true story, until I got a little older. And there is a book called Amityville Massacre, the DeFeo family's nightmare true crime story, and it's only like 68 pages long, so it'll be kind of a break from these longer books that I'm reading. And then I'll watch the movie, the Amityville Horror. I'll probably watch the older version, and then maybe if I have time I'll watch the newer one as well, the remake. And then I chose the Throwback Challenge. This one is this book that I chose is gonna do 2 challenges, the throwback challenge and then also another one. The throwback challenge is book that has been sitting on your shelf for over a year, and then also book that was recommended to you other than from BookTube. This one has been sitting on my shelf for, I'm going to say, well over 5 years or more. And it was lent to me by another mom who just knows the taste that I have in books. And it's Rooms by James L. Rubart. And it's this guy, if I can remember right, he has inherited this house. And he doesn't really want it, but he goes and he stays in the house. And if I remember the first couple of chapters, because I think that's how I got through, the rooms move in here, but I'm not positive. But I remember I started to like it, but something came up and I wasn't able to finish the book. So I'm going to finally finish this and get it back to its owner. So, Christine, you'll be getting your book back soon, hopefully. So, yes, it was a good book that I started. And then Banned Book was another challenge that I chose. Harry Potter, and I'm going to read the Harry Potter's Sorcerer's Stone illustrated version because I've not read but a couple chapters in it so far, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So I cannot wait to get the second one, Chamber of Secrets, and get the rest of them to complete my collection because I have all the other ones. So yes, that will be that one. And then my last one, my diversity read, which is the other one I chose, Will Grayson by John Green. I'm probably like the only other person that has not read this one by John Green. So those are my challenges and my books that I chose. The ones that I did not hold up are going to be on Scribed, and that's how I'm going to read those. The Will Grayson is my only audiobook, and that's the one I'm going to listen to and from work and to and from school. So if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, or if you decide you're going to do any of these challenges or take part in the biannual bibliothon, let me know, and I'll leave links down in the doobly-doo. Bye!